Hey, everybody, what's up? It's your girl, BondyBlue. We back for another one. Child, listen, I know everybody and their mama is live right now, but we're going to get into some things. I'm just waiting for a few more people to come into the room, and we'll get started. Hey, everybody, what's going on? What's going on, girl? Listen, I'm waiting for y'all to come into the room. I want to let y'all know a few things before we get into it, y'all. I have my very first hosting event coming up this month in December. So check the community page and my Instagram if you are in the New Orleans area and you would like to come out, girl. Okay. We're gonna get into Real Housewives of Salt Lake City before we get into Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, so for all of you Potomac fiends, girl, just hold on. Okay, girl, just wait. Okay, come back. Go watch somebody else and come back if that's what you want to do. Girl, they didn't flag me already. So if y'all want to show your girl some love in a super chat or the Cash App or any of those things, it would be greatly appreciated because I have been flagged already, girl, and I ain't even saying nothing yet. So, okay, with that being said, it's good to see everybody. Make sure y'all check out Peja and Amari, Just Move Supplements. All the stuff from Kiara LASHAE is down below in the description box. I just posted Peja and Amari is having a 75% off sale on jackets and a 40% off sale on the whole site. Really cute stuff. I'm waiting on a two-piece that I just got. It's fuzzy and pink. I can't wait to get it and wear it and stunt. Um, child, that's the only listen. One of the only joys I have these days is my body. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take what I got and I'm gonna do something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all check out all of those things because there are sales going on right now. Okay, right now. Shop SEDURE down below in the description box. It's time to get you a new toy because I'm waiting on a new toy, and I'm gonna tell y'all about it when I get it. Okay. So yeah, y'all check down below in the description box. Y'all know it's holiday time. And if y'all looking for other ways to support besides being a member, I am an affiliate for many of people. Y'all like my glasses. My glasses are from Firmu. That link is down below in the description box as well. But top of the list, Just Move Supplements. I cannot wait to get this sweet potato pie, Just Move supplement protein shake because I ain't never had it because they sold out when she first got it. And so now they got some more coming in probably in the next couple of weeks. I'm excited, girl. But I just want to let y'all know that, okay? Now that I have told y'all all of that, and don't forget about Roses Forever, child. Use my code BondyBlue20. I'm sorry, Charlie, cut me off. Y'all know what I was saying. Use my code, okay? Oh, wait. No, that's my code for Liquid IV, girl. Hold up. I'm an affiliate all over the place. Yes, $25 off. BondyBlue 25 for $25 off, okay? Y'all go ahead if y'all like them roses, girl. I need to give me some more for my table. I'm going to get a bigger one for Christmas, like a big one of red flowers so I can bring my other one up here. But anyway, are we ready to get into it? Yeah, y'all know what it is. Y'all know I stay maneuvering, though. You know what I'm saying? You can hate on me all you want to. I'm going to stay maneuvering on your ass. Maneuver, become a member, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get into Real Housewives of Salt Lake City because I missed 2 episodes. I think this is episode 89 or 7 and 8. Girl, I don't remember. All I know is I got notes for what happened and we finna talk about it for those of y'all that watch Salt Lake City. Listen, it is one of the most entertaining. They be on straight bullshit on this show. So let's go ahead and get into it. So y'all, Lisa wants to make the effort to go back to church. She says she's lost her connection to God, and that's always been like a really huge like place of peace for her. So she really wants to get back to that, and more importantly, she wants to be an example for her kids, for her boys, for Jax. And it's so funny because I feel like Lisa is always coming up with all of these things in her mind that she wants to do so she can be an example to her kids. And her kids are always looking at her like, girl, we are not listening to anything you're saying. Like, that's what it feel like. Even John was like, you know, well, I like to meditate. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, prayer is meditation. And I'm like, you know, honestly, meditation is great. I think when you sit down to meditate, you should do all of those things. You should pray and meditate, journal, spell, light candles, all that shit. All that shit is a time for that. Okay. So if you want to sit down and think of nothing, or if you want to write some shit down and think of nothing, you can do all of those things. Okay. So yeah, just another conversation where her son is like, nobody cares, mom. Nobody cares. Oh my God, vocal fry. So y'all, Lisa, Whitney, and Jen hit the slopes. Okay. Lisa is not ready. Whitney talks about how she wanted to stay on them little slopes. And Whitney was like, listen, y'all need to get on the big girl slopes. Okay. We're not gonna do the little slopes anymore. We're gonna do the big girl slopes. Okay. Just like, girl, you cannot force these people to know how to, you know, ski. Like, you know, she on a surfboard and shit doing the most, you know what I'm saying? California girl. Whitney. Calm down, Whitney. Everybody ain't like you, bitch. Okay. Child, I was looking forward to Lisa falling. Jen was like, bitch, I'm too cute to fall. So I'm gonna be real careful because I ain't falling. Okay. I might lose something in this snow, bitch. Anyway, an accessory or something. So Whitney talks about how Heather pushed her out the door the last time they were together. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, Heather did. Heather manhandled the fuck out of Whitney. She was just like, all right, out of the door. Okay, I was like, damn, you ain't have to put your hands on that lady like that. But Whitney be working on everybody's nerves, y'all. Whitney be real self-righteous and annoying when she's drinking. And just because you're on the wave of wanting to confess your sins to Lisa, it doesn't mean that everybody else was on that same wave. So, you know, stand in your own shit. Take responsibility for what you said. But this need to want to make everybody else be on the same shit that you on is just foolishness to me. And plus, Whitney is hella flip-floppy. Like, her relationship with Lisa is so weird to me. You have never liked Lisa. Lisa has never liked you. You've decided all of a sudden that you wanted to get cool with Lisa because Heather is not being, you know, emotionally supportive enough for you, girl. I don't know. But all I do know is I am side-eyeing the out of Whitney. Okay? I just, I don't like it. It's giving fake phony. It's giving I want attention. It's giving, you know, girl, go to therapy. Talk to a doctor, someone with an MD. I don't know, PhD, but talk to somebody. Okay, get out of our face with it. Okay, because it feels like she likes to like throw her childhood trauma in everybody's face so that they could not hold her accountable for the messy shit that she does. Like, Whitney, go to hell. Anyway, but Heather, you on bullshit too. We're gonna get to you in a minute. Jen is side-eyeing Whitney just like I am for defending Lisa to Heather, but she's surprised at Heather's reaction. This is not the Heather that she knows. I feel like Heather is tired of y'all, like, you know, playing with her. I think she's tired of running behind people and begging people to be friends with her. I think she's tired of that, and she's starting to feel like if y'all hoes gonna be like this, get in. Feel how you want to feel. I'm over it. Like, that's Heather vibe, okay? So Lisa says all her stuff is a house of cards built on lies. And they are saying things, you know, we're saying things that are true, and that's upsetting her. And it's like, Lisa, you're like one of the most delusional people here. Like, just take a chill pill, bitch. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Just because Heather is the one having, you know, the biggest connection right now, she's the one in the hot seat right now. It doesn't mean that you have, you know, some moral superiority, you know, shit. You know, I don't know where you get that from. You're just as toxic and fucked up. Like, calm down. Anyway, she was trying to tell her, this is Whitney. Whitney says she feels like Heather, you know, she's always chasing Heather. And I was like, wow, I know what it's like. I know what it's like when you got friends and they be making you feel like you got to chase their ass all the time, girl. That's why I ain't got no friends. I am not chasing you. I am not. Okay. But anyway, she was trying to tell her about how her being messy is a way for her to get attention. And she's trying to break that pattern. I'm like, well, Whitney, we can't fucking tell. We can't fucking tell because it seemed like you're doing exactly what you said you're trying not to do, which is doing messy shit for attention so somebody can pay attention to your weird. Okay. But anyway, she said Heather wouldn't listen to her. Heather doesn't care. Okay. And when she told her about her childhood trauma stuff, Heather didn't call her either. You know what I'm saying? Heather doesn't even care about my feelings. And I'm like, I get it, but Whitney, you don't even know what happened. You want everybody to like rush to feeling sorry for you, and we don't even know what happened. You don't even know what happened. You're not even being honest about what, like, it's just all of this concealment. Like, it's absolutely like insinuating that maybe her dad did something. Like, we don't know. We don't know what's going on. So it feels like, unless you're going to really be honest, please stop. Please stop. Stop trying to invoke sympathy out of people just so you don't have to be accountable for being messy and drunk. Because she be doing the most when she start drinking. Jen says, we need to talk to her and, we need to confront her head on. So that's what they're going to do. And then we have a scene with the men supporting each other. You guys, this was so sweet. Oh, you guys, Coach Shah is so upset because they might possibly send his thieving ass wife to jail for all that money she stole. And I'm just kind of like, so Coach Shah wasn't in any way involved? You didn't know about it, Coach Shah? I know they wanted us to feel bad for him when he was crying to the men about how hard this has been for him not being able to help his wife. But I feel like essentially your wife was stealing from people. And every scene that you and your wife are in, y'all are trying to make people feel bad for y'all for having to deal with the consequences of the bad decisions that she made. And I am severely exhausted, tired, disgusted with people being mad about the repercussions of their decisions. You did this to yourself, Jen. If you want to feel bad, if you want to view this as the fight for your life, girl, that is absolutely fine. But the idea that everybody else is supposed to see you as a fucking victim is just sick. It's really sick. You victimized other people. And now that you're being held accountable in the court of law, you want everybody to perceive this accountability as some witch hunt, something unjust, something that is not right. When really the unjust was what you did to those people when you stole their money and took advantage of them being old and not knowing anything. Because ain't that what she did? Took advantage of them old people? Calling their phone, putting they credit cards on auto pay for shit that they didn't even know calling people talking about, oh, you need insurance for their child. You was lying to them people so you can get their cards on auto pay. And them old people don't even know how to get their cards off auto pay once they on. So they just got $100 coming out of their, little pension check every fucking month going to Jen Shah's bank account so she can have, big parties that she don't even pay for, that she get her friends to pay for. I'm trying to understand what type of game Jen Shah be playing with everybody mind where she got all her rich friends paying for $80,000 birthday parties for her and her husband every fucking season. Make it make sense for me. Did anybody catch that? I'm like, you sitting up there like trying to prove a point, but we trying to understand why all your friends always throwing the birthday parties for you. What's that about? Like, if you can't afford to throw a party, bitch, you need to just take your husband to dinner like everybody else. The fuck? Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. Jen don't make sense. But when the men did meet up, besides everybody giving, Coach Shah the woo woo woo, Seth and John had a conversation because they've now been put into their wife's beef. Okay. They used to be real tight. And now that Meredith and Lisa are fighting, the men are having to pick a side in the situation. And it's hard for them because they're friends. You can tell they miss each other and everything. But I would just like to, tell John, Lisa's husband, your wife started this shit, and you using that lie that Lisa told you as a reason to not have to answer for the shit that Lisa said about Meredith, that was some bullshit to me. Y'all, it really annoys me. And it's on Real Housewives of Potomac. It's on a lot of these shows. Like, everybody gets mad at the way somebody responds to them. Like, if Lisa did, I mean, if Meredith did say that you cheated on your husband after you called her the whore of New York and said she fucked half of New York, bitch, I don't give a fuck. You think your husband gonna be able to come up to my husband and tell him that, oh yeah, I know my wife on national television said your wife was a whore and fucked half of New York, but yeah, your wife said that, my wife was cheating on me after the fact. Boy, if you don't go sit the fuck down somewhere with that, I don't even understand how Seth and John were even able to hug it out at the end of that conversation, because I felt like John was, on autopilot running that bullshit that Lisa said to him with no real accountability for the fact that you saw what Lisa said to Meredith on national television. That shit was all over the place. That was huge in comparison to this bullshit that Lisa is telling you about Meredith saying that she said Lisa was fucking for tickets to the Jazz games. Girl, cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Jen's actions contradict her arguments. That's why I don't pay her no mind. I don't pay her no mind, but I'm just tired of, everybody acquiescing to her temper tantrums. They work on my nerves. After that, Meredith is in a much better place with her family, y'all. Meredith was really going through a lot, and they was playing in her face last season, and we didn't even know. This season, like, I don't know why, but this season feels like Meredith is letting the truth show about what was going on with her, and it makes everybody look even worse for the way they was coming at her last season, because everybody was coming at Meredith sideways, and it wasn't even like she was doing shit. Like, I didn't, she wasn't even doing nothing to nobody, and everybody was like coming at Meredith sideways about why she wasn't on the trip and what happened with her dad. And then, Jen's, wasn't it Jen that oh no, Lisa made that comment at the beginning of this season about how, I'm not gonna kill myself over it. And it was passive aggressive, but I absolutely feel like she knew about Meredith's nephew trying to commit suicide when she made that comment. And this is what Meredith was trying to show us, why she started crying at the table when Lisa said that shit. Because, and then y'all, this made me real sad. I'm not even gonna lie. When they started talking about it, like the space that I have been in lately, when I was listening to her talk about it, I started crying too. I did. Meredith said her nephew has been going through a mental health crisis for a while now. He was in and out of rehab, and it wasn't getting much better. And last winter, he drank a bottle of bleach. And he's been, he had to go to the hospital, and he's been talking to his therapist. And now, he's communicating his feelings instead of keeping them in, and he's doing much better. And since then, Meredith's relationship with her, her sister and her nephew and everybody has been better. And, that made me feel so much better for her, because I know what it's like to be in a dark place like that. Not enough to drink bleach. Like, I'm more of a, let's find the more painless route to go. But at the same time, like, for somebody to do that, they really in a bad spot. You know what I'm saying? And Meredith was like obviously hurt behind that. So when you think about Lisa throwing that comment out there at her like that, well, I'm not going to kill myself because you don't want to forgive me. Yeah, you fucked up. I would never be friends with you like that again. Cause I feel like when people do shit like that, they try to act like, oh, it was a mistake. I didn't know. No, yes, you did. You did that shit on purpose, Lisa. I think you intentionally threw that slug at Meredith. I think you often try to throw slugs at Meredith because you're mad that she doesn't want to let you back in her life after you talked about her like that. Like, and if I was her, I wouldn't let you back in my life neither. Sitting up there on the hot mic calling me the whole of New York got me fucked up. Anyway, y'all, that was sad though. But I'm glad that her nephew is doing better. Meredith says she's engaging this season, and I'm here for it. Me too. Yeah, when she was crying in the confessional about that shit, I instantly was like, damn. I started to soften to Meredith this season. Didn't know how to feel about her last season. I've been liking her. It's something about her, like, her directness that I really, really like. And I also feel like she gathers the girls without doing too much. Meredith's always been better at low-key shade. Yes. Yes, she has. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, Meredith is my favorite on this show. But I'm gonna let y'all live because y'all know as a black lady, you can't like white women on these shows too much because then some racist comes up. Like you be like, I thought she wasn't one of them. You know what I'm saying? And then they find a tweet from 10 years ago, and you just like, they're all the same. They're all the same. And I don't mean that for real. But I'm just telling y'all, people who don't know black people, that's how we be feeling. We can never love y'all too much. Can't trust you. All right. But on this show, Meredith is my favorite. So anyway, I love that Meredith's sister told her that Lisa is not her friend. She is not. Us Chicagoans are direct, and most of us know how to gather you without doing too much, Bondy. I agree. Can't like them too much, but Meredith is passing the vibe check so far. She is. I really, really like her. Like, she might be one of the only ones on this franchise. Yeah. I don't think I follow anybody else on this franchise. I follow Meredith on Instagram. If I follow you on my Instagram, either you got tea all the time or I like you. Okay. It's terrible blog sites and pages and people that I actually like. Okay. So other Angie. What is it Angie? What is it, Angie K? Y'all, what is it? What's the other Angie's last name? I don't know, but I'm gonna keep calling her other Angie because she's not Angie Harrington, which is the Angie that we know. Okay. So other Angie picks Jen up and they go riding around and they talk about they talk about what happened at Heather's choir not the rehearsal but the auditions for Heather's choir. And other Angie's like, we passed the church, cross your heart. I'm like, oh my God, y'all still do that? Cross your heart every time you see a church. I'm Catholic, so we used to do that. It's Angie K? Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was Angie S too, but I think it's Angie H and Angie K. Thank you. But Jen is mad at Heather for not cussing Angie H and Chris out on her behalf because y'all know Jen feels like, if you're a real friend and someone's doing something that she doesn't like, then you have to be on her side no matter what. And because Heather and a lot of other people aren't really getting involved in Jen's woe is me bullshit, she gets upset and gets mad at people for that. So when Heather didn't take her side in this situation because she knows it's not about a blog, you mad because your ass about to go to jail for stealing from them old people and you trying to make it seem like this blog did something to you. And I really don't have the bandwidth to go along and act like I give a fuck right now. That's what Heather felt like to me when she was at them choir auditions. Okay. Angie tells her that Meredith invited her to a spin class and Dana was there. Y'all, Dana is so cute. I was just like, damn, Dana is pretty. Okay. Dana, I like Dana. I like Dana energy because Dana was off rip like, I don't like the way Jen bully people. I don't like the way she talked to people. And I'm just kind of like, damn, somebody finally said it. Somebody finally said it. Okay. Jen said Meredith was more pissed with Jenny about the racist Facebook post than Jen was. Meredith's a real chick. I'm glad to hear that because I really like her. I really like her. I like that she's a lawyer. I like that she's smart. I like that she's cool. She's in control of herself. I like how when she not feeling y'all, she backs the fuck out. I am disengaging, bitch, out of my face. Okay. I like it. I love the way she handles herself in confrontation every single time. Like she never disappoints me. And this season, it felt like she coming back with that low key shade for you hoes with a smirk on her face. And I'm also here for it. Okay. But it seems as if she's staying out of the bullshit too. And I like that too. Like, I don't know. Like, I love the way Meredith moves on this show. Like if I was going to like a housewife, like Meredith is top notch to me. But yes, Dana was like, yeah, I don't like the way Jen talks to people. She gets upset and she starts bullying people, and I don't like that shit. So Angie tells that to Jen. So now Jen is feeling a way about Dana. Yeah, I just like, feel away, bitch. You are a bully. You do get mad and start having temper tantrums and screaming and hollering at people and putting your hands on people and playing victim. Yeah, you do. You do. That's what you do every time. Every single time. We like somebody put together a fucking reel and we can just show you all of the times you've thrown glasses, screamed and hollered, jumped up and down, hit people, spit, cried, broke shit, all because somebody was calling you to the carpet for your bullshit. It's happened many times, Jen. Many times, hun. Okay. Heather has her choir rehearsals, okay? Angie H and Whitney get there first, and Heather is really happy to see Whitney, but she's acting like nothing has happened between she and Whitney is like, this shit is weird as fuck. Last time I saw you, you was kicking me out your house. Now you acting like you all happy to see me. You want me to come and sing Mormon hymns, and you know I don't fuck with the Mormons no more. I just got out of this church, and now I'm coming here to sing Mormon hymns with you, and you can't even have a conversation with me about what the issue really is. Yeah, I understand where Whitney's coming from, but I also feel like Whitney shouldn't have showed up if she felt like that. You shouldn't have showed up, but don't show up to her event and expect to have that conversation at that time. Because why would she want to have that conversation with you at that time? That's not what they there to do. Like, duh. So then the other ladies get there. Lisa still wants to have a conversation instead of warming up with everybody else. Everybody else is doing lip trills, and she wants to have a conversation with Heather about this, situation again. Well, you lied on me, Heather. Heather, I really listen. I feel the same way that I feel about Lisa, that I feel about Whitney. If you couldn't let it go for this moment, then you shouldn't have came. Because the idea that this was the moment to confront Heather, I feel like that wasn't a good idea at all. Okay. But at the same time, Heather, I hear what Lisa is saying. Y'all don't like Lisa, but I hear what Lisa is saying. You're not going to get online and on national television and make it seem like I didn't give a fuck about the fact that your father passed away, and I just text you like, oh, I hope he okay, knowing that he was passing away. You're not going to keep telling people that. So I put it out there. No, this is when the obituary happened. This was the text messages I sent, because everybody is tweeting me and Facebooking me and all up under my comments on Instagram, acting like I'm out here, just being callous about somebody's parents' death, and I'm not. So I understand where Lisa is coming from, and I personally feel like they both need to just let it go. Heather, you need to stop being mad about it, because you did lie. I don't care about your how you feel and all of that other shit. If that lady feel like you lied on her and she wanted to say something about it, then fine. It's the truth. You can't get mad that somebody wants to tell the truth when you didn't put a lie out there, all because you want them to care more about your feelings than their reputation. That doesn't make any sense, Heather. You think if you can keep ignoring shit and pushing it under the rug, it'll just go away. And that does not work like that. It doesn't work like that, Heather. Anyway, so Lisa says she had to clear her name. Heather says, let's focus on the feelings. My feelings are hurt. Lisa asks, does she like her? Yes or no? Heather says yes, but it doesn't seem like it. Angie takes this moment to apologize to Jen for the blog that her husband created. And Jen tells her that, Sharif was hurt, too. And Sharif feels like if you can give a public apology, we can move on. And Angie was like, sure, I think we can do that. So they can get past it. So Jen, you are fixing the issue with Angie Harrington, but you're still going to be mad at Heather because she didn't pick a side in the issue that you had with Angie Harrington. Yeah, stupid. They bring Whitney in and Heather doesn't want to deal with it. Because y'all know, like, one person's having a conversation and then they call somebody else into the conversation, and Heather is like, listen, I'm not trying to be ganged up on by you bitches at my choir rehearsal. Okay. Whitney says that she keeps saying that she forgot about shit, because Heather will say, oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. And it's not true. You didn't forget about shit. You just don't want to deal with it. And Heather says, well, look, if it's awkward, the awkwardness is gone. Okay, I'm done. Okay. And she walks away. And Wendy says, listen, I'm done. I'm not about to keep chasing her. I'm not about to keep having conversations with her. And honestly, I understand where Whitney's coming from. If you keep trying to resolve it and she doesn't want to resolve it, fuck it. Stop talking about it. Handle her how she handles you. If she's going to continue to be fake with you, if you don't want to be fake, don't be fake. Hey, girl, and let it go after that. But you have to be around her for this check. If y'all wasn't on this show together, you wouldn't have to be around her. And then y'all can ignore each other like regular people do. We not friends no more, bitch. No more talking. That's it. It's done. Okay. But they cousins. So we'll see how that all works out. But I feel like Heather and Whitney will make up eventually. Meredith meets with Dana. Okay. And they talk about her having a date night. It sounds like Dana has a normal life. And that's probably why they won't really bring her onto the show, because her personal life, it seems regular. Like she's talking about balancing date night with her husband and working and 2 kids and all of that type of shit. But then Jen and Angie, um, wait, no, Jen and other Angie, not Angie Harrington, Angie K. Angie K and Jen are in like a hot tub, and Jen is talking about doing a trip to San Diego. Angie K has a friend with a really nice house out in San Diego that's on a beach or something like that. So she's gonna, you can use my friend's house and we'll do the trip. So they call Meredith on FaceTime to invite her, and Dana is there. And Jen is like, I would invite you, bitch, but I heard you were talking shit about me. And Dana was like, well, I don't like the way you talk to people. And then Jen is like, you don't like the way I talk to people. Now I'm a bully. I'm the bully. No, you're the bully. And then she hangs up the phone, jumps out of the jacuzzi, storms off. Angie K is like, why are you letting that get you this upset? Like, so what? Fuck her. Angie K, Jen is not a normal person. Haven't you figured that out yet? She's a child in a woman's body. She has temper tantrums. She wants people to chase her. She wants people to lull and coddle her for dear God. And I feel like as a grown ass woman, you need to learn how to handle your own fucking emotions. Okay? Anyway, so Dana meets with Heather and Angie H, that is, and they discuss Jen and how Dana doesn't like the way she talks to people. Heather suppresses everything, acts like it's not happening. It goes away. It doesn't go away. You keep getting disrespected. You keep pushing shit down, and then you start blowing up, or you start isolating yourself from people, which is what Heather has done. Like, she might be hanging around some of y'all, but if she ain't fucking with you, she just don't fuck with you no more. She just stopped talking to you and stop hanging around you. No conversations whatsoever. Push it down, push it away. Okay. Meredith and Jen talk, and she's about to start the fight of her life. And now the money that was for her kids is now having to be used for these lawyers. And Meredith asks, okay, but what about inviting Dana on the trip? Meredith is trying to, like, not upset Jen. And it's not because she's scared. It's because she doesn't want to argue with her, because arguing with Jen is exhausting as fuck. But ultimately, sometimes I feel like Meredith wants to tell her, girl, please stop crying to me about how you stole from them people, because I don't feel bad for you. Jen is going through Ramadan, so she has to be more amicable at this time. And so when Meredith asked her about inviting Dana, she was like, I mean, I guess she can come. You have to communicate with her, but I guess she can come. It's Ramadan, fine. Meredith's like, it's just a miscommunication. It's just a miscommunication. You guys just need to talk it out, okay? And so they get on a flight, they get in a van, they go to Angie K's friend's house. It's like she's the host instead of Jen, and Jen didn't like this. It's like, well, Jen, if you didn't want her to be the host, you shouldn't have used her friend's house. You've never been here before. How are you going to show everybody around? So throughout this tour, Jen is making all of these snarky ass remarks at Angie. Angie is not the type of person for you to keep throwing those remarks at her and she's not going to throw them back. She doesn't seem like that type of person. So she showed them the master bedroom that she was sleeping in, because this is my friend's house, which I understand. And normally, because everybody is scared that Jen is going to have a temper tantrum, they give her the master bedroom. But Angie K was like, no, bitch, I'm not giving you the master bedroom. This is my friend's house. I'm sleeping in the master bedroom. Okay, that's that. Now, it's been many a trip that Jen has not been the host of, and they have given her the room. It's the one time that they have not given her the room. And she was mad about it. And so she acts like, Angie K fucked up with giving everybody their room assignments. But really, she showed y'all the rooms. She showed y'all the room that was hers. And then y'all can do whatever y'all want to do after that. Like, it really is not rocket science, Jen. But you're mad that Angie K took the room that you wanted, and there wasn't another room that was as good to you. So you decided to pour champagne on her head and act like it was a joke. It wasn't a joke. It was a mean girl tactic to embarrass her and take her down a few, because you were making smart comments and she was commenting back to your ass. And so you did, really? And then you poured champagne on her head. And then, in order to make yourself seem as if you weren't being a spoiled ass brat, you decided to pour her champagne on your head in order to make it even. Oh, look, I'm just playing. Look, I'll pour it on my own head. I'm just joking. I'm just playing. And no, that's not good enough, bitch. I just got my fucking hair done, and I allowed for you to bring your friends to my friend's house, and you pouring champagne on my head because I'm not letting you have the better room, bitch. Are you serious? I'm not mad at Angie K for being upset with her. Angie K was upset, girl. She was mad, and I would have been too. But Angie K, I want to remind you that whenever anybody else has an issue with Jen, justifiably so, you are on her side and arguing on her behalf. So if being the Gretchen got champagne poured on your head, you only have yourself to blame. Because I don't know why you thought that Jen was only going to treat everybody else like shit and not you too. The fuck? Yeah. Okay. So anyway, um, girl, Angie tells everybody that Jen ain't shit. Okay. She says that, she planned this fun trip and then she, pour champagne on my head. And I'm still mad at her because she made me pay for Sharif's party. Girl, apparently Angie K paid $15,000 for this party that Jen threw for the casino party they had at the beginning of the season was at Angie's house. It was just supposed to be at her house, and Jen was supposed to plan it. Jen didn't plan it. Angie planned it, paid for it, had it at her house. And yeah, it did seem like it was more of an Angie party than a Sharif party. So I can understand Jen feeling like, bitch, I'm not paying you just so that I could also play co-host to a party that you were already going to have, because Angie was supposed to have a housewarming party anyway. So you were basically having your own party and then saying it was Sharif's party. And now you're talking about, oh, where's my money? Come on, Angie. You on bullshit. You are. But I also feel like, how the hell is it that Jen Shah is able to go around getting all of her rich friends to pay for her parties like this? Like, what is the game? Like, who are these? Like, I need a pamphlet on how you accomplishing these goals, Jen. There's a way for you to make some money in a legit way. Tell us how you came up to, because we know how you married Sharif. Okay, we all have the Basketball Wives, book. We know how to, all of the Basketball Wives have told us what to do. You just got to be the thirstiest girl. Okay, you got to be a thirstiest girl. You got to be the one that's going to go to the hotel room. You got to be the one that's going to show up to the hotel room with no panties on. Okay, you got to put a hole in a condom. You got to do all kind of outlandish shit. But either way, it's easy to trap you a basketball player / football player. We've learned how to do that. As long as you have the right ingredients, you can go ahead and get you a basketball player, football player to take care of you. She did that. But now I need for you to explain to us how you infiltrated these rich people's lifestyle and get them to pay for it, because somebody needs to write a book about it. Okay. Yes, I need, look, Joanne Isn't the Only Scammer by Jen Shah. Okay. I need it. I need it in my life. I feel like I just want to know. I just want to know. And I'll, take some and leave the rest. I don't want to do anything illegal, but I also want to know, bitch, how are you accomplishing this? Okay. Cause you are insane. I was always taught that you treat people good in order for them to do things for you. The idea that you can treat people like dog shit and they do all of this outlandish shit for you makes me feel like I need to start being a bad person. I don't believe Angie K didn't know she was antagonizing Jen by playing Superhost. Oh no, she knew. She was antagonizing her. I don't like Angie K. I don't like her at all. Her vibe is real nasty to me. So even though she was doing all of those things, I still feel like, Jen, fuck you. That don't mean you should be able to pour champagne on that girl head. Just say what it is. Okay? I think Jen is in charge of a pyramid scheme and everyone else is paying for her lifestyle. Child, that is obviously what's going on here based on the evidence. Because let's not forget, Meredith paid $80,000 for her birthday party, 2 seasons ago? Angie absolutely is an opportunist. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Angie K, oh, it's giving opportunist to the nth degree. She is trying to become a housewife, girl. She wants to be one of the few Asian housewives, okay? So they go out later on. Oh, wait, hold on. Heather tells Dana not to come at Jen because she's the guest of a guest and she needs to step lightly. Heather, what the fuck are you talking about? Heather, you need to pick a side, okay? Because in 1 minute you are in discourse with Jen, And then the next moment, you telling Dana that she need to step lightly. No, bitch, I need to handle her however I'm going to handle her. I can afford to stay somewhere else. But I'm not walking on eggshells like you do, Heather, just because you want to be a punk to a bully. I ain't doing that. I don't know who you talking to, but you ain't talking to me. I hope Dana come in and wreck shop on you hoes, because I like her energy. Her energy is, I'm gonna call a thing, whether y'all like it or not. And that's what I think is needed in this group, because it's a lot of delusion floating around amongst everybody. Okay. So they go out later on, and Jen is still saying that she was just trying to be funny when she poured that wine all over that girl's head. Angie is not letting up, and she brings up Sharif's party in a limo on the way to the club. Okay. Does she plan to refund her? Jen says she offered her house. I didn't ask to have the party at your house. You offered it, just like you offered for her to have her little trip at your friend's house, Angie. You absolutely are infiltrating this group by offering yourself as a friend to Jen. And when Jen does what she normally does, now you want to act like she owes you something. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, um, Angie then starts going off on this tangent. Angie says, I'm a respected woman. And Jen says, so am I. Angie says, are you? Are you? I said, Angie, keep it a buck. She's not. Okay. And then Jen says, I tried to give you a $5,000 necklace. Oh, so you do agree you owe her some money. So instead of giving her $5,000, you decided to give her some fucking jewelry. And Angie K said, child, the last thing I would want to do is be out in the world with this necklace on my neck and have New York Southern District come and take it off me. No. And I was just like, girl, ain't no, listen, how you need enemies with friends like these? Angie just basically said, bitch, I know you a thief and I don't want no jewelry from you because the government man try to come get it from me. Bitch, give me my cash, okay? Give me my money, okay? Because that's what it looked like. It looked like you're trying to give me some repossessed jewelry, bitch. Jen money is tied up real bad. It is, okay? It absolutely is. Jen says that she didn't even want to have her party at her house. Angie says, yes, you did. They are both being mean to each other at this point. I like it. I like it. I like it. You know why? Because I feel like Angie K is giving Jen that energy that she gives everybody else. You want to have temper tantrums? You want to act a fucking fool? You got somebody that's going to do it with you. I like it. I like it a lot. They go on a boat ride. Okay, they weren't going to the club, child. They was going on a boat ride. Okay, so they go on a boat, and Jen is going off about how Angie is doing this to her at her most vulnerable time. Y'all know Jen has to get everybody to feel sorry for her. No matter what, Jen Shah has to get everybody to feel sorry for her. And it is so annoying to me. Like, you lost the argument. Angie K won the argument, bitch. Get over it. Either get a lady her money or shut the fuck up about it. But you're not about to get on the boat, still complain about the same issue with your fake ass tears, trying to get everybody to feel bad about. Girl, what? In your most vulnerable time? You mean when you took advantage of those people at their most vulnerable time in their old age? You want to talk about taking advantage of something when somebody is vulnerable? Isn't that exactly what you going to jail for, bitch? Get out of my face, Jen. Get out of my face, Jen. I don't like Jen, y'all. I don't like. She is entertaining. She can sometimes say something very funny in a confessional. Sometimes I look forward to her looks, but not ever since she got into it with the person that was doing all of her wardrobe on the first season. Ever since she got into it with them, it's been hit and miss, mostly missing. Okay. But I'm tired of you playing victim and crying, trying to get everybody to feel bad for you, bitch. Nobody should feel bad for you. Nobody. You stole from people. That's why you in this predicament. This was not something unjust. You were not a black man being, harmed on the side of the street over a fucking tail light. That's not this scenario. Stop trying to impose oppression on yourself when you are out here oppressing and taking advantage of vulnerable people. And now you're being held responsible for it. And honestly, your ass should have been in jail somewhere and not allowed to be on a fucking reality show gallivanting around the country as if you have not stolen from all of these people, using their finances to pay for the lawyers' fees, using the people that you took advantage of money to keep up this fake fucking fraudulent lifestyle you got on this reality show while being on trial for the case. What? I don't know how she's convinced that she's innocent when she pled guilty not too long ago. They haven't talked about it on the show yet, but sis pled guilty. Anyway, y'all, she work on my nerves, y'all. I know a lot of y'all don't get into Salt Lake City, but it's good, especially if you know what's been going down the whole time, girl. But anyway, we're about to move on to Real Housewives of Potomac. Everybody can, just chill out. We're about to start with the batches, okay? So make sure y'all like the video. Y'all ready? No, I know, girl. I know. But I know y'all be wanting me to hurry up and get to Real Housewives of Potomac. Hold up. Let me get my robe. Since my numbers just went down since I said we about to get into Potomac, y'all can wait for me to get my robe and we'll get into it. All right. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm cold. All right. Let's go ahead and get into Potomac. That's what everybody's here for. All right. So it's Karen's birthday dinner. They talk about their favorite funny Karen moments, okay? Like when her wig shifted, just several funny times with the grand dame, Karen. We all love Karen, but I'm also gonna have to gather Karen this episode. Karen, you're gonna have to come to the front at some point during this review. I love you, girl. But yeah, we're gonna have to get into some things, okay? All right, so ooh, I thought it was so funny that Mia's favorite Karen moment was when her husband was flicking his tongue. Okay. Flicking his tongue at Karen, and she was like, oh God. That was one of her favorite moments. And Jacqueline says, I heard his tongue was big. Jacqueline, what's happening? Jacqueline, sweetheart, what's happening with you? What's wrong with you? Every time Jacqueline does something this episode that is perplexing to me and makes me want to understand whatever type of weird personality and relationship she seems to have, with herself and Mia. Well, I'm just gonna say it. Jacqueline, what? What's happening here, dear? Whoa. I don't know. I don't know where to take it from. Like, it's just so many things. Like, why are you asking? What do you mean you heard his tongue was big? What type of comment is that to even make about your friend's husband? There are other times. We're gonna keep going. Mia got fire dancers for Karen's birthday dinner. She finally decided to come and enjoy, come and put out. Because at first, y'all know Mia said she wasn't gonna do Karen's dinner, but decided to do Karen's dinner, especially since Wendy was not invited. Okay, so everybody dressed in white. They had the fire dancers. Karen got, ooh, this is hot. Oh, getting a little moist. Okay, Karen was really turned on by the fire dancers. Oh, that was a moment. Oh, I was just like, okay, girl, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Karen brings up how pleasant Ashley and Candace getting along has been. Ashley says, yes, me and Candace, we've all decided to table our issues for now. That's what Candace said. Candace said they decided to table the issues for now because Ashley took that as an opportunity to say that they have to talk because Chris threatened her on Twitter. I said, so we're going to continue to inflate issues in order to make ourselves seem like victims so that we can exact some type of revenge on Candace. Ashley, I know you feel like you're giving Candace a taste of her own medicine because of the way she talked about your husband, but I need for you to understand this very, very important difference. Everything about your husband was true. We may not be able to prove it in a court of law, but there is video evidence of your husband going around with very evil like intentions of grabbing other people's asses. And for you to sit here episode after episode and make yourself an adversary of Candace because you don't want to get over the fact that your husband is a grabby, handsy, sneaky, disgusting old fart that you decided to suck up those wrinkled balls into your mouth and get children out of so that you can have a cushy life. Listen, that's your decision. But Michael did all of the things that Candace says that he did, and we know because we've seen him do them to several people. So the idea that you are doing to Candace what she did to you is not true, because Chris is not flirting with your ugly friend. He's not touching her ass. He's not trying to fuck Giselle. He's not trying to get you to come to a hotel room with him, football head. He's not looking at Mia at the spring fling party. All of the things that y'all said that Chris did, he didn't do any of those things. Yes, Mr. Burns is exactly what I was thinking about, Lily Boom Boom. Michael is Mr. Burns. Crinkly old fingers and everything. It's not the same. Fucking stop. I'm sorry, it's just very upsetting. Ashley said they have to talk about Chris threatening her on Twitter. Giselle thought she may have been getting threatened as well. And Candace says, well, it was about the both of you. She says, first of all, forehead, my husband was not flirting with your ugly ass friend. Dusty vagina, my husband doesn't want to play anywhere around or anywhere near the dusty vagina that Giselle has. Candace says, what's next? What else? Anybody else got something? You got something? You got something? You got something? Anybody else got something? Because what's next? I liked it. I'm going to be honest with y'all. When Candace said, what's next? I said, check fucking point. Because everybody sat there silent. They had nothing to say. Oh, Ashley, is this how you're going to be? How am I, babe? How am I, babe? Let me know. Because if I would have cursed y'all out and tell y'all stop playing with my fucking husband, I'm aggressive. But if I try to move on, I'm dismissive. I can't win. What you want me to do? You want me to believe what you telling me? Even though you know it's bullshit? What you want me to do, Ashley? What will make you feel better in this moment? Or does it just make you feel better to embarrass me in front of everybody? Let me know. Anyway, I told y'all you can't trust Ashley. I told Monique you can't trust Ashley. I don't care. You cannot trust Ashley. Ashley is an opportunist above all. Okay? Cherie says, it's always so confrontational, when we come around. Cherie, shut up. Mia says Candace is upset about people lying on Chris, but she supports Wendy, who lied on G. Mia, you lied on Chris too. Shut the fuck up. Candace says, oh, wait, no, I said all that about it. She cussed y'all out. Jacqueline starts saying that Candace is so defensive. Jacqueline, sweetheart, please do us all a favor. Sit back. We don't even know why you're here. Shut up. Candace tells the peanut gallery that her commentary isn't needed. It's not, especially not with this energy, Jacqueline. Candace hasn't done anything to you. What the fuck? You don't even go here. You don't go. Sharice neither. Yes, Sharice and Jacqueline, y'all don't even go here. Keep your commentary and your comments to yourself. If you are not one of the ladies in this fucking picture below me, please, yes, eat your food. Okay? Anyway, y'all, Candace goes back to her room. And it seemed as if in this moment, was this the moment that Candace went and did this live, or was this live done before? I was confused because at the moment it seemed as if after they had dinner, Candace went and did this live in her room. Um, but then later on, it seemed like it was older. I'm not exactly sure. But either way, in the bathroom the next morning, Mia and Jacqueline are talking about how Candace is staying with them instead of going with Wendy. But if it was, the two of them, Jacqueline would be wherever Mia is. I'm like, yeah, that's because you're only here because of Mia. See, Candace is on this show. She doesn't need to be a friend of Wendy. She's on the show. The only reason why Jacqueline would be with you, Mia, is because she's a friend of this show. There's a difference. Oh my God, they're so stupid. Cherise goes to talk to Candace, and she says that she felt bad sitting at the table last night with them ostracizing Wendy the way that they did. Ashley, she says Ashley's lying on my husband, talking about he's flirting with her ugly ass friend. Candace says that, she feels like Ashley's lying about the divorce too. What other lie is Ashley going to tell? And Cherise was like, I think she's telling the truth about the divorce now. Before, I thought she was lying too, but I believe her now. And I'm like, at this point, I don't know what to believe about Ashley and her divorce, but really, I don't even care. So it doesn't matter whether it's true or not. Like, we'll just see how it all plays out. But I have no dog in this fight. Mia, Karen, Jacqueline, and Giselle decide they're going to go and ride Lambos around town while the other girls go on a boat ride. It wasn't really a boat ride, it was a booze cruise. Now, listen, I love a good booze cruise, girl, but it wasn't what they were expecting. They thought they were going to be yachting it, not pedaling it. Okay. But either way, everybody's on their way to their respective situations. Robyn is complaining about having to be in the car with Candace. And I was just kind of like, were you complaining about Candace or were you complaining about Wendy? Because if you're upset with Candace because of that post where she didn't call your name, she just said all of these bitches are fake. All of these bitches, none of them are loyal. As y'all saw in the title, you batches ain't loyal. You batches ain't loyal. Okay. Robyn, why are you upset about that? The only person that you're loyal to on this show is Giselle. And you know that because she's the only person that you only check in private and not in front of the group like everybody else. So if you know that your loyalty lies with Giselle, then you know you're not loyal to Candace. Why are you getting this upset about something you know is true? Makes no sense, y'all. So stupid. Robyn is miserable. I think Robyn is miserable and she uses this show and confrontations with these women to get out her angst about Juan and whatever her home situation is. Because you can't tell me you're happy at home with this type of energy, with this type of bitter Betty energy that Robyn has. Robyn seems extremely aggressive and upset. She tries to play it cool, but she seems miserable. It's even in the way she the way she dresses, the way she does her hair, like all of it screams, I'm not happy. Like all of it. But okay, Robyn, act like, it's us and it's not you, but really, bitch, it's you. Robyn is complaining about being with Candace. Candace wants to invite Wendy. Robyn is bothered, rolling her eyes. But then when Candace asks her, how she feels about them inviting Wendy on the booze cruise, she says, I really don't care. But she rolled her eyes the whole time. If you don't care, then you would not be this bothered. You're bothered, Robyn. You're really bothered. And Wendy doesn't even say anything to you until you say shit to her. It's very weird. Y'all know what else I find weird? I understand that you're not going to like everybody on this show. But I think it's weird the way y'all be like, I want Wendy off the show. And I'm like, why? Like, I honestly only want people off a show when I feel like they give nothing, they do nothing. Like, there's no point for them to be there. Wendy at least is going to come with a good read every now and again, girl. Like, I find Wendy to be entertaining. Like, she has definitely had some entertaining moments on this show. So it's weird to me when I be hearing people say that she should be fired from the show. And I'm just kind of like, but for what? Like, I don't get it. But anyway, I guess everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I sometimes wonder what is the motivation behind everybody's hate for Wendy, because she don't even be doing nothing like that. Like, she may not read the way y'all want her to read, but a lot of the times she don't just come out of her ass at people. People come at her first. Anyway, so Karen would like for Wendy to be there as well. Jacqueline says Mia needs some apologies first. I want Jacqueline, once again, shut up. No, Mia's going to need some apologies first. Shut up. Karen apologizes for trying to force Mia and Wendy to be together. Karen, shut up. This is stupid. The idea that because Mia is the host of this trip, that she gets to ostracize one of the housewives that she assaulted, and everybody goes along with it as if Mia's feelings need to be respected when she was the one that assaulted Wendy, is ridiculous to me. Karen, you sound ridiculous to me. You do not need to apologize to Wendy for shit. Wendy needs to apologize to us for making us look at her face this whole episode. I hate to do it. I really hate to do it. But she had a stank face this whole episode, y'all. Mia had a stank face this whole episode. And when you really not that pretty, you really shouldn't show how ugly you are on the inside. I hate to say it like that, y'all. And I feel like she was naturally pretty. Mia. Yeah, I mean Mia, my bad. I feel like Mia was naturally pretty before she did shit to herself. I don't know what she's done to herself, but she looked weird as fuck this episode with that red lipstick on and that boot in her mouth the whole time. I'm like, your face is not cute enough for you to have it stuck on Mean Mug. Relax. Relax your face, please, for us all. Okay? So they did the little Lambos. They did the Lambos. Karen didn't know how to drive. Ashley asked Robyn about her everything. Robyn says that they are planning a very small something for she and Juan, but she doesn't want to say anything around people who don't like her. And I guess that was a slug towards Candace, but Candace didn't even know. Candace thought that was towards Wendy. So she was like, the way that Robyn is treating Wendy is just crazy to me right now. She had no idea that Robyn is mad at her for some shit that she said on live. And Robyn, why at this moment couldn't you say, Candace, I heard this recording. Were you talking about me? Because this made me feel away. That would have been the grown woman thing to do. You could have said it even at that moment in front of those women, but that's not what you wanted to do. You wanted to wait until everybody was there. And when we say everybody, we mean Mia and Giselle, the other two people that were going to back you up in going in on Candace. And Jacqueline, of course, your parakeet. You needed her there. But that's what I felt. I felt like Robyn, instead of really trying to have a understanding with Candace, you wanted to have a moment. And that's why you didn't bring it up at this moment when you could have cleared it all out. You decided to wait until Gizzard Neck was there to, back you up. You're weak. You're so weak. Oh my gosh. Everyone gets back to the house and they get ready for dinner, and Robyn plays Candace live at dinner saying that none of these bitches are real, no one's loyal, everyone is out for self. Robyn is pissed because she says, I feel like I went out of my way to show support for you and Chris, and you're online saying that everyone is disloyal to you. And she wants Candace to tell everybody how she feels instead of talking about them behind their backs. Because before they even went to dinner, she was telling Giselle, she played it for Giselle, and she told Giselle, well, she's talking about all of us. She's talking about Wendy. She's talking about me. She's talking about you. She's talking about Karen. She's talking about everybody. And I want everybody to know what she's saying. And I'm like, Robyn, are you really going to act like you don't understand that when somebody says everybody, they really don't mean everybody? They just don't feel like saying who it is. So they rather just say everybody. Are you really going to act like you don't understand? The way you got mad with Candace makes me feel like you've been mad at Candace, or you've been not liking Candace and you wanted to just, push that feeling out on her. But it really do feel like, I think that Juan and Robyn are going through a hard time right now, even though they're pretending like they're not. But Robyn to me seems like somebody that is mad in her real life and decides to use the reality show as a way to get her anger out. Like that's what it feels like to me. Cause I don't even understand why you were this upset about her saying y'all are not loyal when you know you're not loyal to Candace. Thank you, Candy, for the super chat. Hi, Bondy. Been watching you for a while now, and I love your content. Have a happy holiday. You too, Candy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, love. All these hoes weak, and they are. My mom would tell me when I make a scowl, she's like, you look more beautiful if you relax your face. Robyn infuriates me. Me too. Robyn was really mad at the fact that Candace didn't play neutral with the Wendy assassination like she did last season. Oh, okay. That makes so much sense, Sasha. And that very same, she gave props. The funniest part is she specifically wasn't talking about Robyn and Wendy. We know that. We know who she was talking about, which is why I'm like, Robyn, why are you even taking this moment to be this mad when you know she really wasn't talking about you? Child, this white woman and her big shoulders are doing too much. Robyn is so much unlikable because nobody wants her. Robyn mad because Juan don't want her. That's what it feels like to me. That's what it feels like. It feels like she's mad about that relationship in some respect, or just mad, period, about her life. And instead of working on that, going to therapy, figuring out how to be happy on her own, she decides to be an old misery loves company ass bitch and try to, start issues and problems with people for no fucking reason. You know, Candace wasn't talking to you. Like that shit was so weak. I feel like this is set everybody down at the table, sitting up there talking about, I just feel like this is very enlightening. Girl, shut the fuck up. Anyway, Candace asked if she can invite, because it's before they went to dinner. Candace asked again to invite Wendy, and Mia says no again. And at this point, everybody feels like Mia is being ridiculous and on some type of fucking power trip, deciding whether Wendy is going to be a part of the cast or not. On the ride there, Mia tells them about the guy who had the best sex that she'd ever been with, and how when she broke up with him, she told Jacqueline to have sex with him so she can see. And Jacqueline had sex with him and said she'd never found anybody better than him either. I was just like, okay, so you guys share dick. Okay, that's cool. Ashley invited Wendy to the dinner. Okay, Ashley went outside, called Wendy, and said, "Come down here. I don't care what Mia's talking about." Mia calls Ashley a disrespectful brat. And Ashley asks, "And what are you? What are you, Mia? A bully?" I was like, "All right, Ashley, come on." It doesn't mean I like Ashley. It just means that Ashley is absolutely right in this moment. Candace asked Jacqueline, "Oh, you're not going to jump in and defend Mia right now?" She was like, "You shut up and sit your ass down." She was like, "Oh, I'm sitting right here, bitch. I'm sitting right here, bitch." I like Candace. I'm sitting, bitch. I am. Okay. Robyn asked for Ashley to put herself in Mia's shoes. If someone had said what she said about her husband during the altercation, you wouldn't want to be, forced to be around them without your permission. And Candace says, "Well, I was in Mia's shoes and I'm here now. So it worked out well." Meaning that Mia lied on my husband and here I am on this fucking trip. Okay. Wendy comes in and Giselle lied about my husband. Ashley lied about my husband. And here I am sitting here at a table with all you bitches after y'all lied on my husband. So yeah, what are you even talking about, Robyn? Robyn, you don't like Wendy, which is why you are on Mia's side in this fight. So I'm a really need for you not to ask Ashley to put herself in Mia's shoes because you can't put yourself in Wendy's shoes. Girl, bye. Anyway, so Wendy comes in and Wendy sits down and Wendy does exactly what a lot of us wish that she would not have done, which is apologize for her part in the argument with Mia. She says, "I'm sorry that I escalated the fight and I will take, responsibility for my part in that." She said, "This is for Mia," before she said it. And Mia proceeded to act as if she did not hear it. It's because you want to be mad at Wendy. You want to have a problem with Wendy, even though there really isn't an issue. There really is no need for you to have an issue with Wendy. You only want to have an issue with Wendy, I believe, because on some level, you probably are a colorist, especially when the woman is more intelligent than you. Okay. And that's where y'all get hung up at. Everybody thinks if somebody's colorist, it means they don't like darker complected people at all. That's not true. What happens is they feel superior to those people. So when those people have a superiority complex themselves, it makes them feel like, how dare you try to sun me? I'm lighter than you. How dare you? That is what I feel like Mia gives Wendy. She projects all over Wendy. Wendy hasn't really said shit, hasn't even been trying to have an issue with Mia. And Mia keep trying to have an issue with Wendy. So when Wendy sat down and apologized, even though I wish she would not have done that, it took all the wind out of their sails. So if they thought they was going to spend the rest of that fucking dinner trying to hold Wendy accountable, but not holding Mia accountable for throwing a drink in her face, that killed it. Because she apologized. So now what? Nothing. Nobody had anything to say. They were mad. Mia was like, oh, wow, kumbaya. Bitch, you mad because she apologized to you? So you can't continue to treat her badly. That's what it is. Y'all want to be able to treat Wendy badly without people calling y'all bullies for it. And because she came and apologized, you couldn't continue to treat her like shit without seeming like you just want to have a problem. So now you mad because she took the wind out your sails. I was proud of Wendy because she better than me. Because I would have came to the table and threw a drink in a bitch face and said, okay, well, now we can make up. Now we even Steven. Oh, Lord. She better than me, child. And I say that, with much due respect to Wendy. Okay. And that's another reason why I feel like I don't know why y'all don't like Wendy so hard. Because I feel like Wendy plays this game a lot. She plays this game, bruh. I don't know why y'all don't like her. I like her. I don't think she needs to go anywhere. So just as we thought everything was going to not get messy, here comes Robyn with her speaker. Robyn brings out her speaker to play the extremely insightful audio of Candace saying that everyone is fake. Really, Robyn? Robyn, you so whack. She had to actually bring her Bluetooth speaker out of her purse because she wanted everybody to hear it at the fucking dinner table. You are so lame and whack and thirsty and dehydrated and trash for that shit. Ashy as fuck for that shit, Robyn. Like, girl, I mean, it was just pathetic, honestly. I felt like it was so pathetic. It was like, girl, really? Candace says, I appreciate the ambush, but I said what I said. Y'all hoes ain't loyal. You batches ain't loyal. She said she's surprised by Robyn. I said, Candace, what the fuck are you talking about? And see, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. I love Candace, but Candace still don't see it for what it is. She still don't see it. Because the fact that you thought Robyn was really your friend, how can you think that Robyn is really your friend when Robyn goes along with whatever Giselle says, regardless to whether it is right or wrong, even when she's hurting you? Candace, what the fuck are you talking about? And this is the thing. And this was my problem on season 5. And I love the fact that this is happening now because to me, this proves my point from season 5. Okay. And my point from season 5 was, how was Candace going to learn from that situation if she wasn't being 100% honest about what happened? Candace just wanted people to be on her side in her fight against Monique. So that's all that mattered. So she totally ignored the fact that the fight wasn't all on Monique and that it was also Robyn and Giselle that played a part in antagonizing the fight in the first fucking place. The actual physical altercation, they antagonized to me. And I stand on that. So for me, I feel like Candace's refusal to see Robyn and Giselle as accomplices in the bullshit is why right now you're telling us that your feelings are hurt and you're surprised by Robyn trying to embarrass you in front of everybody over some bullshit and you wasn't even talking about her. Why are you surprised? You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be surprised. Robyn is not good people, bruh. She's not good people. Okay? So Candace says Robyn was the one she would say was loyal. So she's so surprised that, she would respond this way. Karen looks perplexed. And so does Wendy. But I think Wendy knew that she wasn't talking about her. So she's not even going to include herself in this. Okay? And just when we think it's going to It's a mess, but we thought it was gonna die down. Here come Ashley. Ashley says, well, since Candace is acting like, she wasn't really talking to everybody, I'll bring up what she said to me about Karen. So Ashley says you should just say it to everyone's face. So Candace says, okay, you're disloyal and I don't like you. I thought we were gonna table our issues, but I'll tell you, I don't like you. And I don't like Giselle either. Same to her. She tells Karen that she wasn't talking about her. Ashley then says Candace said Karen was going on dates with other men. Y'all remember at the beginning of the season when Ashley went over to Candace's house and they were talking about Karen, and Candace said that Karen thought she was getting away with going out of town and taking lunches with people that wasn't Ray. Now we know that that's not the first time we've heard that because Sharice brought it up on a reunion years ago. Okay. So we already heard about the blue eyes, about Karen sleeping around with the help, all of that shit. We've already heard that shit. That's not new information. So when Candace said that, that was not a bomb being dropped at all, which is why Ashley didn't even respond to it really when she said it. But because Ashley is hell bent on making Candace out to be the bad guy, I don't know why you want so badly to put Candace in this space. I don't know why. Like, why is it that deep for you to want to hurt Candace? Like, why? It's weird to me. But she says, what Candace said to her, and Candace denies it. And I really feel like Candace didn't remember. And Karen was hurt. She said, why would you say something like that? And Candace like, I didn't say that. I would never say that. And I didn't say it to her ass. Why would I say that to her? She's lying. Karen is pissed and storms off. Okay. Candace is crying. She gets on the phone with Chris. It starts raining. Giselle's like, is Candace crying? She's like, yes, bitch. You got a problem with it? Like, the fuck? Y'all sit at a table and gang up on somebody. And then when they show emotion, you say, oh my God, are you crying? What type of masochistic shit is it? I feel like y'all like torturing people, and as soon as they show emotion, you're happy that you got to them, but then you're like, oh my God, why are you crying? Girl, what? Y'all have been going at this girl's neck this whole dinner, and you asking her why she's crying? What the fuck are you talking about, Giselle? Karen was so... Since everybody wants to say things behind my back, I've come back. Tell me, now that everybody's sitting at the table, what's been said? Don't leave anything out. Okay, she wants to know what the fuck was being said when she got up and went to the bathroom. Okay, Giselle, hold on, because I'm missing some stuff. But she came back to the table and she was like, from now on, if you don't have any evidence, if you don't have a telephone, if you don't have a text message, if you don't have a picture, if you don't have video, shut the fuck up about my institution. I said, that's right. You better tell him to shut the fuck up about my institution because I have been here. Okay, y'all better leave Karen and her institution alone, which means whatever the fuck going on between me and my husband, don't worry about it. That's why they showed y'all that conversation between Karen and Ray early on, because we all know that Ray probably can't fuck Karen no more, and Karen is not 80 or 70. She's in her fucking 50s and still want dick, and she still love her husband, but he cannot fill that box for her. So she gonna do what she gonna do, and she gonna keep it on the low, and we gonna keep on pushing. Y'all bringing that shit up in front of everybody is what's gonna get everybody fucked up, because that ain't none of y'all business. And if y'all think y'all hurting her and Ray, y'all not. Y'all just trying to blow up a spot, but they know what's going on in their marriage. The fuck? Candace and Karen are cool now in real life. I'm glad they're cool now, but in this moment, Karen let the other girls get to her, because I feel like, yeah, Candace should have just said that shit though. I think Candace forgot. I really do, because she was talking about it like she didn't remember. But Candace said on Watch What Happens Live that the reason she doesn't remember saying it is because that conversation is out of context. Oh, okay, got it. But ultimately, if I was Candace, I'd have been like, yeah, I said it. I said, because that's what I heard. I said, I would have been like Sharice said, that you go out of town with people and you be doing whatever you be doing. That's what she said. So I was just telling Ashley what Sharice told me. I'd have hot pocket that shit in Sharice's lap. Okay. But either way, if I was Candace, I would have stood on that shit, because ultimately, even though Karen and Candace are cool at this moment, they've both done things to each other. Candace didn't take sides. I mean, Karen didn't take sides between Monique and Candace. So Candace got upset. Candace tried to bully Karen along with everybody else into picking a side that season, and she didn't. So you sent her those nasty text messages, Candace. I know you did. And then Karen went to the executives on your ass and tried to get you fired. And so y'all was beefed out for a minute. And we might be cool right now, but we ain't truly recovered from the first fallout. Okay. So if Candace said anything about Karen, I honestly don't give a fuck because y'all ain't cool right now. So whatever's being said, whatever. I'd have threw that shit to Sharice so fucking quick. Sharice said that shit. That's where I got it from. I was just talking to Ashley like everybody else talk, girl. I don't know if it's true, but I know that's what I heard. But in a moment, I think Candace felt like she was being ganged up on. And it's like, I don't need another one of the people that I actually do fuck with to think that I'm out here in cahoots with these hoes when that's not what I'm doing. Okay. But either way, they table it for now. Giselle leaves early. Everybody else decides to go out to the club. The club must have been, okay, we off from work so we can stop fake arguing. They stop fake arguing. They go to the strip club. They get drunk. Mia and, Candace are showing their titties together. Robyn and Wendy seems to have had a really good conversation. It was hugging, talking about how much they loved each other. And it seemed like everybody was having a good time and getting along until they got in the car. Mia went home first. So Robyn, I think, FaceTimed Robyn FaceTimed Mia when they was in the car on the way back there so that she would record what was happening in the car because Candace was going off. So you know what happened. You be drinking, you having a good time with your friend, and then you look at him and you be like, bitch, you really my friend. How you gonna do that to me? I feel like Candace being drunk and having a good time when they got in that car, she started thinking about that shit that Robyn did earlier that night and was like, bitch, why would you even do that to me? You was really my friend and you tried to hurt me and embarrass me in front of them bitches instead of coming to me and talking to me for real. And Robyn was like, it wasn't betrayal. It wasn't. Yes, it was, bitch. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Candace says that she did it to hurt her. Ashley is in the background defending Robyn. Mia is on the phone. Why is Candace talking to you like that? Shut up. Mia was on FaceTime. They recorded the whole thing. Ashley had her on the phone. Oh, I thought it was Robyn. It was Ashley? Okay. I thought it was Robyn that was on the phone. But either way, girl, it don't matter. But I was just kind of like, I totally understood where Candace was coming from. And Robyn, if you can admit that your loyalty to Giselle means that you don't do what you did to Candace to her, then you understand that Candace saw you as a real friend and you don't view her as a real friend. And that's Candace's fault because Candace, they have shown you over and over and over again that Robyn only has loyalty to Giselle. That's the only person she give a fuck about. Wendy hugging Robyn and telling her I love her upset me. Like, this lady recorded you after being assaulted and battered. Why? You know why? Because they don't want to be disliked. They want to be accepted by the group. They want to be liked by the group. They don't see it for what it really is. They don't think that Robyn and Giselle are being colorist and all of this shit. They don't think that. They just think they doing their job on this show. On some level, the girls go back and forth with knowing whether the person is really fucked up or if they're doing this shit so they can get this check. And I think Candace might have put it in her mind that Robyn's, thirsty ass is having moments for the show. But if you was really my friend, you wouldn't be having this fight on my, you wouldn't be having this moment on my back. And it really did seem out of character for Robyn to do that. Like, I know she recorded Wendy, but it was a whole different thing when she brought out that, that fucking speaker and shit. I was just like, girl, you doing a lot. You're doing a lot. Rob was filed for that. That's why Candace dropped her and they are no longer friends. They don't need to be friends. She should have never saw Robyn as a real friend. Robyn is not a real friend to anybody. She's not even a real friend to herself. Robyn was on the phone with Mia. Ashley was also recording it. Okay. Wendy is tired of being iced out. It's crazy how Rob didn't have that same energy like in the car without cameras like she was at that table. Oh, you saw that, huh? And she absolutely changes her vibe based on if Giselle is there or not, which is another thing that's weak as fuck. You a grown-ass woman, and the only time you want to be a complete asshole to everybody is when you got, vagina neck over there backing you up. But when you by yourself, you want to be cool with everybody. You phony. You phony and weak as fuck. You a grown ass woman and can't even have beef without having your friend to back you up. Like, that's sad. Giselle gonna get in Robyn ass for hugging the enemy. They all want to be close to Giselle, but she's the Shawnee O'Neal because she's the Shawnee O'Neal of the show. No, she's not. Like, don't disrespect Shawnee like that. No, she's not. Robyn is very evil, aggressive, and easily manipulated by Giselle and swayed. And I feel like no matter what Robyn is talking about, Robyn, you have us questioning why it is that you are so easily manipulated by Giselle. Because you have a strong asshole personality all on your own. It really does make me feel like y'all have some underlying sexual attraction to each other, which is why you feel the need to be as protective as you are of one another. Y'all can say it's not that, but something about it gives that for me. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I understand what it's like to be friends with women that want to have sex with you and what those relationships can be like and all of that. And you absolutely can be manipulated by a friend if you like them in it's layered. It's not just liking them one way. You like them a whole bunch of ways. And they may know that. And so they take advantage. How many times have y'all seen the mean girl have like the one girl who she know got a crush on her? So she'll kind of, you know, play into it to get what she want to get out of the situation, but she know that the girl really likes her. And, you know, she knows she can manipulate her. Like, that's what it feels like. To me, it feels like Robyn is like low key, you know, low key in love with Giselle, and Giselle knows it. So she pulls on Robyn's heartstrings every now and again to get her to do what she wants her to do. Like, that's what it feels like to me. It doesn't feel like, you know, oh, we just too home. No, you often do things against what you would want to do to please her. I don't know, Robyn. Robyn don't have an issue with Wendy, really. That's why she was laughing and hugging. Exactly. This is why I hated seeing Candace and Monique fall out. They both wanted the approval of the Green Eye Bandits. Instead, they should have stuck together. I agree. I agree, Amanda. Mia went to Jacqueline's sick mother with a sob story to keep Jacqueline's sister Tita Talks on YouTube from airing her out. I have to watch that video. I keep forgetting. Is this the real Robyn? Is the Robyn money just a terrible person? Child, we don't know who the real Robyn is. I wish she would really stand up. We need to get these likes up. It's over 700 people watching. Yeah, y'all should definitely like the video. Thank you, Damien. Rob not gonna finesse another season off this or that non-existent marriage. Girl, the fact that they really got that super trailer acting like Robyn and Wine about to get them, girl, y'all are not about to get married. Go to hell. I guess I can see why Candace was caught off guard, given that Robyn called herself trying to have her back on the Chris stuff. But I do feel like the evidence was still always there regardless. And another thing is that how the fuck you gonna have my back not in front of everybody? Robyn, if you were really going out of your way to have Candace's back, that when they were all ganging up on her and bringing up shit about Chris, you would have spoke up on her behalf instead of sitting there quiet. And then when your ass got on, oh, is Candace blowing it out of proportion again? You weren't going out of your way to have her back. Shut your ass up. Stupid ass. Yeah, it's feeling like unrequited love. A little bit. A little bit. Maybe not a lot, but a little bit. Okay. Wine going to Jamaica for some jerk. Lord. Andy already said they don't get married during the season. We know they don't. We know they don't because they're not really getting married. Robyn is just trying to stay on the show. Robyn needs to go to therapy and find out who she really is because you too grown to be somebody's second. Like, you need to figure out how to be the star of your own movie, bitch, instead of just being, you know, a B-list character in Giselle's story. Jacqueline watching this episode looking like a plum fool for Mia. I know she regrets being a representative now. I don't know, but she looks some fucking stupid. All that screaming and howling on her behalf when you really need to sit in the seat and chill. Robyn wants a girlfriend out of Giselle. Like, if she did the therapy, I think her next partner will be a woman. I think so too. Robyn been lying all season. Need to eat her up at the reunion with the receipts. True, Bondy. That support should have been out loud. Exactly. Whine about the moving Michael in that condo. Robyn knew what Candace meant when she made that live. She tried to turn everyone against Candace because she had Wendy's back. She's a lesbian. Broke Robyn was more likable than Rob with a few dollars. Child, I'm sure Juan feels exactly the same way. Robyn is a lesbian. I feel like it's plain and simple. One will see them in a strip club with female strippers. You can see Giselle and Robyn liking the women. I know, right? They were wiggling the ass cheeks and stuff like that. And I feel like I don't know many straight girls that be out here wiggling ass cheeks. Okay, you may call yourself straight, but you're a little bit more fluid than you want to admit. Okay, getting that close to somebody's, vagina, I don't care what you're talking about. Robyn sticking with wine when actually watching her in a dating pool would be a lot more interesting storyline. It would be. Because, it would be weird to watch her go on dates being, masculine and all that. Robyn can go fall on something sharp. Oh, wow. That video that Matchbox posted on Jacqueline was from 4 years ago when Jacqueline was pregnant and her father had just passed away and Bigfoot held on to it. Damn. That's fucked up. I didn't know that video was that old when she was fighting her husband because he was cheating on her. So she was pregnant, fighting her husband because he was cheating on her, and her dad had just passed away, and her friend waited and held on to that video and reposted. Girl, Mia ain't shit. Robyn needs to live her Sailor Uranus and wait, hold up. Robyn needs live her Sailor Uranus energy already and find herself a Sailor Neptune. Leave her Sailor. Oh, okay. Leave it. Okay. Missed the first part. I'll be back for the playback. All right. What's up, boo? I am new to your YouTube channel. Hi, welcome, Miss Queen T. Welcome. If the reunion were tomorrow, imagine all the apologies Candace and Wendy will receive. Would they? Them hoes ain't apologizing. Them hoes don't like to apologize. Robyn is Giselle's 2.0. Her broke status humbled her. Ooh. Uh, the live was done before the trip. Rob held that audio and Candace didn't throw Wendy away. Oh, okay, got it. I'm counting down the days when Karen reads Robyn. I know I can't wait. I cannot wait. I did a watch along in my last BondyBlue show for the trailer, so y'all should check out that last BondyBlue show. Mia is trash. That's why her skin's so bad. Oh, God. Oh, God. Tita said in her part one interview with Mims that Jacqueline said Mitch McConnell had been picking with her before she posted that video. I'm gonna need for you to just say Mia at some point, ran with Ricardo, because you be confusing me sometimes. Okay, Jacqueline's sister said that Mia tried to get Jacqueline fired by calling her work after this season ended. So I'm sure Jacqueline feels stupid. Oh, girl. I mean, the way Mia was having a fucking power trip on this trip. Because we all know just because you don't get along with somebody, that does not mean you get to like ostracize them from a group trip on a reality show. That's not how any of this works. So for me, I feel like Mia and her stank face was on a power trip, thinking that she had the power to push Wendy out of the group. And I also feel like the way she treats Jacqueline is also a power trip. I feel like Mia seems like one of those people that's like Giselle. All of their friends have to be in a subordinate role in their life because they don't have healthy relationships. You thinking that somebody needs to fall on a sword in order to prove their friendship to you is bullshit. Feeling like Karen needed to be more involved in Mia and Wendy's fight, bullshit. Like nobody has to choose your side or take on your emotions as their own just to prove they're loyal to you. That's bullshit. Just be on what's right and be on what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I just had a moment like that where, somebody's always trying to pull you to be emotionally invested in their plight. And really, you don't want to be involved in any of this shit, and you don't have to. That's why I was never mad at Karen for being in between, because I feel like I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. I'm a grown ass woman. And if I don't want to take on the emotional weight that somebody else is carrying, I don't have to. And when you pick a side in a fight between two people you care about or two friends or whatever, is you having to pick up some of the emotional weight of the situation. And I don't want to do that. So I understand Karen not, picking sides in a lot of these fights that they have, because this shit is exhausting. But I also feel like I don't like the fact that she over apologizes when Mia is being an asshole by the way she has handled Wendy on this trip. Everybody is negating the fact that, yes, she said something about your husband, but that was only after Mia threw water on her and was all in her business that she didn't have anything to do with. It's foolishness. The real of it is Mia wants to have a problem with Wendy. You want to force Wendy to make herself look like the bad guy. I almost feel like you threw the drink on her in hopes that she would do something to get her kicked off the show. Because that's what y'all are trying to do, right? Everybody's trying to get Wendy kicked off the show. Robyn, Giselle, Mia, Ashley, right? Ashley might have been the only person that decided to act outside of the group just for entertainment purposes. I really do feel like that. I feel like Ashley is so good at this job that she realizes that this is season 7 and she can't do what she's always done. So even though she is messy, even though she pretends to like Candace and she's really jealous of her, even though she pretends to be more neutral, but really she is a minion of Giselle, just like Robyn is, just like Mia is trying to become, okay, doing her dirty work. You still are going to do what you find more entertaining because you want to be able to set yourself apart no matter what. Ashley is an opportunist. Ashley may want to be cool with Giselle because, it works for her on this show. That's what everybody tried to do. But she also wants to be the type of person that if this ever turns out to go bad for Giselle, Ashley doesn't want to be linked to her the way Robyn is. So Ashley will sometimes pull away from the clique just so she can keep her footing more balanced, because Ashley is always about being an opportunist and making sure that she's good no matter what. And in the dynamics of this show, everybody thinks that being up under Giselle is a good thing to do, but you can only do that so much because Giselle is a bitch. And Giselle likes to take everybody's personal business and throw it at them and, basically make them feel bad about whatever's going on in their personal life with their marriages, with their husbands. She's done that with Ashley several times, through Michael in her face, says shit. I don't believe this divorce. Girl, you don't have to believe it. It ain't got shit to do with you. But the fact that you feel like however you feel should be pushed on everybody, it's that queen bee shit. Ashley knows it's in her best interest to go along to get along, but I think she also realizes that when things start to go down this bullying path, the public is going to wear your ass out. And Ashley doesn't want to be too on Giselle's side because that might put her at a disadvantage if ever the tides turn. And often they do. Okay? Exactly. Ashley is on survival mode along with other things. Yes. I might do a Real Housewives of Potomac call in for the reunion show. That way we can get it all out at one time. We done all said, you know what? All y'all get on my nerves in response to some friend group drama when we're really frustrated with one or two people. So Robyn was stretching with that, Olympic stretching. I agree. Ashley is waiting to take Robyn's spot. I think Mia is trying to take exactly. I think Mia is trying to take Robyn's spot. I don't think Ashley wants Robyn's spot. I think she likes the spot that she's in because she likes to be able to skate in and out. It leaves her more, for instance, Ashley is an opportunist, right? Ashley is not going to quarantine herself to Giselle's clique because it means that she can only tape with certain people. If she's a little bit more in between, then Ashley can get more camera time because she can shoot with Wendy, she can shoot with Candace, she can shoot with Giselle, she can shoot with, she can shoot with everybody, which means she's more likely to make more money or to, be more visible on the show. And that's better. Okay. I also feel like Ashley has been a little bit more involved in social media this season because of her TikTok presence. And I think she's learned that she could make a lot of money off of TikTok. So being on social media and not just on a reality show means that you have to be likable to people. You have to be likable. You can't just be the villain on the messy ass reality show if you want to really take social media, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially the type of social media that she does. You need people to like you in that forum. So I feel like Ashley is probably a little bit more sensitive to the public now because she has another avenue. If Real Housewives of Potomac ever doesn't work out, she can do her TikTok, she can do her social media thing, and you got to be liked for that. Let's see. Completely chose that side and aligned herself with them colorists. However, wants us viewers to think she's neutral. We see through them antics. Exactly. Ashley's on survival mode. Hey, Bondi, would you be doing? Yeah, I said that. If they take Robyn off the show and Mia, Giselle wouldn't have an alliance, it would be great TV. It would. She would get ate up. I can't believe this whole argument is because Mia was telling Wendy and Peter's business because, like, it was hers to tell. Right. That's how this all started. Nobody wants to, like, start at the beginning. Ashley is for Ashley, period. Exactly. Ashley watched social media. She knows the colorism shit is heated and she sees people moving on from Giselle. Yes. She has come out several times to tell y'all she's not colorist. And I told y'all the last time she did that, she's an opportunist. She's not colorist. She's an opportunist. And she treats Candace the way she does because Candace got more money than her. That's really what that's about. Thank you for the super chat. Ashley is a true definition of Gemini. I love her. Oh, she's a Gemini? I didn't know she was a Gemini too. Ew. Ew. But that's probably why, I can go back and forth with her a little bit more. Like Ashley is probably one of the best reality stars ever. I will give her that. Ashley is probably one of the best housewives in housewife history. And I can say that now because I know all of the different type of personality archetypes that they have on these shows. And Ashley is a very special type of personality. She's somebody that you love to hate. She aggravates the shit out of you, but she will absolutely give you gratifying moments. And that's what I like about her. I think in reality TV, in a lot of things, people like gratifying moments. That's why y'all like to watch the reviews about the show, because the show pissed you off. So when you come and listen to YouTubers say what you feel, that's gratifying. That's why y'all like this. Okay, that's why y'all like reviews and shit. We all are like this, right? We like to feel validated in our feelings. That's what this is. So I think that on some level, Ashley recognizes that. And so Ashley knows in order to be fully entertaining in this forum, she needs to give y'all moments where y'all like her too. Unlike Giselle. Giselle don't give a fuck about being liked at all because she thinks she can always rely on her looks. That's that deep delusion that she has, that her looks will always save her. Exactly. That's what happened to Kenya a bit. She played the villain for all those years and now she has to charm her way into the public's heart. Yeah. And she was tired too. Like you could tell being the villain is exhausting eventually, no matter who you are. Because even Kenya was like, I'm not doing it this season. Like it was almost like, girl, I'm fucking tired. I don't want to be the villain. Leave me alone. Okay. I can't do Ashley because of the way she goes up for that predator. I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't like that part neither. But you also got to remember Ashley ain't had no daddy. So, you think Ashley will let Jacqueline get it? That might be interesting. Ooh, listen. I want to see it. When the Grand Dame, Ashley, and Candace are together, they eat the green-eyed bandits up. They do. So Ashley is a Gemini saga from Saint Sia. No wonder she is always coming for Candace. What does that mean? Candace is a Sagittarius, right? Oh, they're opposite signs. They either could like each other or hate each other, child. Oh, I understand. Phyllis Brown, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Bondi. Watching your reviews always feels like I'm talking to a friend. I really appreciate all of your insight and how hard you work. Thank you, Phyllis. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Child, if I ain't had this job, I don't know what I know where I be right now, girl. Mia admitted to doing snake shit to Peter X, who was a childhood friend, but she said she didn't know he was messy or that he would tell family business to someone. Oh, girl, we're gonna have to get into that at some point. Absolutely, Bondi. We want to see if we all saw the same thing or missed something. Yes, she is good at this reality, but she lost me when she goes up from. Yes, we are like but that's her. That's her a trauma. That's her trauma. Ashley's love and attachment to Michael is purely from her trauma. Purely from her trauma. Whenever Ashley heals from the abandonment of her father and his rejection of her, whenever she fully deals with that, she will no longer want somebody like Michael because her attraction to him is purely from her daddy issues. I'm a Gemini and cannot stand Ashley from the depths of my soul. She had no reason to hate on Karen. She had no reason to hate on Karen and Monique. Who? Hey, Gabby with an eye. Thank you for the super chat. I hope they learn how pointless apologies are now. That's what I'm saying. Like talking about I want an apology. Bitch, for what? So we can go back doing the same shit tomorrow? Yes, Ashley sees Michael as a daddy. Absolutely. If Wendy or Candace were married to Gullum and went up for him like Ashley does, people would not be saying they were a victim in the marriage and saying they're a great housewife. Listen, I said she was a great housewife because she is. Like, it doesn't mean that she isn't flawed, but that's why she's a great housewife. because she's somebody that you really can't stand, but they still give you gratifying moments. Okay. I don't like Ashley. I keep telling y'all that I don't trust her. But I also feel like the older I get, the more I recognize that you can handle people on a few different levels. I don't trust people, period. So it's easier for me to handle everybody on this top level. Everybody can get handled on this top level. Everybody. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care about people that much. So, like, if I don't fuck with you, you can get handled on this top level like everybody else. It's cool. I don't have to have a strong dislike for you like that. Um, so on some level, like I don't really need to hate Ashley like that. But because if you want to be with a predator, that's on you. You married to him, not me. Shit. And as far as Michael grabbing everybody's asses and all of that, I feel like if more people were upset about their asses being grabbed like Ray, maybe something would have happened. But it is what it is, girl. Ashley had no reason to hate on Karen when she came on the show. Oh no, like y'all don't misunderstand me. I do not like Ashley like that. Yes, Ashley is absolutely envious, jealous, all that shit of Candace. Absolutely. Y'all are misunderstanding what I'm saying about her being one of the best housewives. But it's cool. I already said what I said. Not you. More about people who have strong dislike for Candace and Wendy and love Ashley. No, that is confusing to me, Kai. That is confusing to me, and I do not understand it. Ashley isn't a victim in her marriage. I don't think so. She's a willing participant, but she's doing everything she don't want to be poor. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see Ashley as a victim in her marriage, but I also feel like it's just because it's a trauma. She don't want to be poor, and she never felt the love of her white daddy. So she found her a rich white daddy to take care of her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I definitely feel you, Mindy. I get what you're saying. Like, it's really not about her being likable. It's about her being able to work in this forum so well. And what I mean is she messy. She got her own mess going on. Like, she's cunning. She's conniving. She knows what she's doing. Yes, all of that. All of that. No, I do not watch any of those other. These are the only shows that I watch, the ones that I review. Potomac, Atlanta, Salt Lake City. I don't watch any of the other ones. But yeah, Ashley's so good at this job because of that, y'all. Because she's able to be this shit person and then pop back over and give you a moment where you're like, well, thanks, Ashley. We're glad that it wasn't all of the table against, Wendy. Even the way she was going at Candace, I ain't like that shit neither. Okay. But and I read her down, in case y'all came in late. I read her down, but I still feel like I still wouldn't want Ashley off the show. At this point, like, no, I think that Ashley is an agent of chaos, and that is perfect for reality TV. Okay. She shouldn't be working nowhere else. I really don't want Ashley working nowhere else. Okay. Well, there's an HR department. Yeah, this right here. Ashley do her job well, but I still don't like her. Agreed. I feel like Ashley toes the line in a way that avoids being Giselle and Robyn's target as much as possible. She would rather be read fulfilled by Candace than to have Giselle destroy her image. I also feel like she wants to be liked by the clique. That fitting in thing. I think everybody that wants to be liked by Giselle is so that they can fit in. Ashley knows how to slip and start messing leave. She sure do. I see your point, BondyBlue. She knows how to give us something for the show. She does. In her own life, with other people, bringing up other people's problems. I didn't like none of that shit she did at the table, y'all, but it does not negate the fact that Ashley is an excellent housewife. Okay? And I'm talking about a reality show housewife, not one in the kitchen. Okay? You might not like her, but she doesn't always side with Giselle. She's fluent when it comes to giving her opinion. Exactly. Marie, you can go and check out my last BondyBlue show and you could see my reaction. I actually watched it with y'all and we talked about it. So check out the last BondyBlue show, y'all. It's all the way at the end. But the Real Housewives of Potomac trailer, mid-season trailer, we watched it and talked about it. So check out the last BondyBlue show, y'all. I think it starts off with Kelvin is broke. Yeah, and it's all the way at the end. Ashley is playing long game. I agree. The ladies were very judgmental of Ashley and Katie when they first came on. I agree. I've been saying Ashley knows the assignment. She about to be messy with Robyn's drama too. Ooh, like she did them first 2 seasons. Robyn only has 39 cents in her account. I want to know what Giselle has on these women, what secret she holds. I don't think she holds any secrets. I think it's just the personality archetype. I think you need a head of the mean girl clique. And if you can get ahead of the mean girl clique, then everybody after that is either going to do one or two things. They're either going to fall in line with the head of the mean girl, or they're going to become an adversary of the mean girl. But either way, it makes for great reality TV. So that's why people think that Giselle is the Shawnee O'Neal, but she's not. Shawnee, Basketball Wives was never about Shawnee being the head of the mean girls and then everybody falling in suit. It was never about that. Shawnee owned the show, meaning that everybody on this motherfucker better be cool with Shawnee. It wasn't until the years went on and the show started to change that dynamic changed. But Shawnee was always supposed to be seen as executive producer, as above the fighting, above the fray. Okay. So Giselle is not above any of that. She's in it. She's starting it. She's instigating it. She's lying about it. She's, producing the show, but not in a authentic way. So I feel like Giselle thinks she's Shawnee O'Neal, but no, Shawnee O'Neal probably makes way more money off Basketball Wives than Giselle makes off of Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's not forget, Shawnee started Basketball Wives. That was her show that she probably stole from somebody else. But Potomac is you know what I'm saying? Potomac is a part of Real Housewives, okay? So Giselle can only take so much credit. She can't take all of the credit. All she can do is be the person that the cast is made around. And that's basically how it started. But just because you're the person that the cast is made around, it doesn't mean you're going to be the star of the show. Okay? And we learned that from Real Housewives of Dubai. Real Housewives of Dubai shows you that just because you are the center of the friend dynamic, it doesn't mean you're the star of the show. Okay? Because what's your girl name? Stansberry over there on Real Housewives of Dubai. That was supposed to be her show. That is not her show. Stansberry thought it was her show. That is not her show. The cast was actually made around Charisse. Originally, kind of, yeah. But Giselle is the mean girl archetype that they needed. Charisse may have been the person initially, but since then, Karen is Giselle's friend, not Charisse's friend. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people knew Giselle, not Charisse. After a while anyway. But yeah, originally it was supposed to be Charisse's show, but Charisse is not entertaining enough. She wasn't given enough of her personal life. All she did was give us Giselle and Robyn and Karen. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Karen was really Giselle's friend. Look at Charisse. She brought these women together and she didn't give anything. And that's another thing. That's just proving my point even more so. That Charisse started out, but she's not the queen. She's not the grand dame. Her wig ain't even right for her to be the grand dame. I believe in the colorism because women with way more going on want acceptable from the bummiest girls. You gain literally nothing from them. No, I agree. It's absolutely colorism. It is. It's absolutely colorism. But understand, the colorism is because Giselle is colorist and because she's head mean girl. And whatever the mindset of head mean girl, that's what everybody else who is weak enough to fall behind her, that's how that works. You know what I'm saying? They're only going to copy her because of how they feel about her. But it's her that's actually the one that's deciding who gets treated in which way. The friend group was based around Charisse, but she is dry as a desert. Y'all, I know it was originally based off of her, but we know now that that Giselle is queen bee of this show, right? Everybody understands that, right? And we understand that Giselle is queen bee of the show. You understand what I mean? It's high school girl dynamics. Just because somebody is the one that brings the people together and all of that, it doesn't mean they're going to be the head of the show. And Giselle is another one like that, but she's a better mean girl, high school, college, head of her chapter for the AKAs. That's why, I don't know if she was the head of her chapter, but that's the vibe she gives. You know what I'm saying? So what I mean is Giselle has the personality for everybody to be a follower or be an adversary. That's what it is. Charisse even falls in line. Charisse is a fucking follower when Giselle decides that she wants to, set a certain tone. If the girls teamed up, they could easily take over. Thank you, Gabby, with the eye. They could, but they won't. Yeah, Charisse introduced Giselle and Robyn. Giselle knew Karen. That's what I thought. I believe Katie and Ashley auditioned. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, DeQuasia, for the super stick. I appreciate it. Shawnee was an employer who happened to employ some of her friends, which contributed to a favoritism that eventually made itself apparent. Giselle is just Regina George. Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You get it, Danny. Danny gets it. If y'all didn't get it, Danny gets it. She's Regina George. She's Regina George. Monique was even about to fall in line with 4 houses. And she was gonna let this bitch who barely was living in a shack son her on this show. The producers have given Giselle too much power. Now the show is her college, aka HBCU days. Yes, that's exactly what it feels like to me. Giselle isn't even a good villain. She deflects when confronted and plays unbothered because she can't deliver the reads and shade when off script. Kenya would never. That is true. And that's another thing that brings in the colorism, because Kenya had to actually be a good villain. Giselle doesn't even have to be a good villain. She's not even an entertaining villain. The shit she says in her confessionals don't even be funny. Y'all know how many people I don't like on the show, but I like their confessionals because their confessionals be slick shade and funny. She don't even give that. Just unlikable with no style. Facts. Neck is Regina George. Ashley is Gretchen carrying the secrets. Robyn is the dumb muscle. Yeah, absolutely. High school, college, school days for sure. Y'all get me. Y'all got me. We good. All right. I'm done, y'all. It's been almost 2 hours, but I know y'all wanted a long ass review. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell your people about me. If you in the New Orleans area, y'all try to get a ticket and come through for the show December 19th. Okay. Love you guys. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. And I'll holler at y'all in the next one. All right. Don't forget to check out the last BondyBlue show for the trailer, for the mid-season trailer for Real Housewives of Potomac. All right.